How are you? 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 Good afternoon. I hope you can see me. I hope you can hear me. Yes. So we are back live and about to tackle another important parenting topic. So if you are here, please jump right into this video. And when you're here, please say hi. Say hi. I would love to know who is here, who has joined in, so that we can have a more and better interactive session, right? Yes. So, good afternoon. My name is Ini, and you are definitely watching Parenting with Ini, another live session at 1:30 p.m. East African time. Yes. So, we are here. I hope you're enjoying your lunch break if you're at work. And even if you're not at work, even if you're at home, you're a mom at home, it's good to give yourself some breaks, right? Yes, take a short break or long break if possible and recuperate, refresh, and then get back to work, house chores, babies, and all of that. All right, so today we are going to be talking about something very, very important, guys. I feel like I actually look sleepy. Yes, I've had a very busy kind of morning. So my body needs a little bit of some nap. So maybe after this video, I'll probably grant that to my body. All right. I don't know if that was necessary, but I had to say that because I actually can say I actually look sleepy. All right, so let's get into the video. Yes, guys. So today we're talking about exclusive breastfeeding. The importance of exclusive breastfeeding on or for the baby. Okay, how important is it for you to do exclusive breastfeeding for your baby? That's what we'll be talking about in today's video. I know this topic might be a little bit sensitive, and it might want to flare up some emotions, especially with people or with mothers who are not able to breastfeed their babies for one or two reasons, okay? And I wouldn't want to get into that in this video because that's not our focus. But for me, I would always advocate and I would always encourage, if it is within your power, like if you're able to exclusively breastfeed your baby, I would always advocate for that. Okay, if you're able to, you're medically fit, you are sound, you're healthy enough to breastfeed your baby, I would always encourage and advocate for that. Breastfeeding is very, very important for every baby. Every baby, it's very important for you to breastfeed them. Okay, now what is exclusive breastfeeding? Exclusive breastfeeding is the process at which a mother only gives a newborn baby breast milk for the first 6 months period of their lives. So a baby is born, and the only thing you give them, hey, Lucky. Okay, let's focus. Then I'll read all those comments later. All right. So exclusive breastfeeding is where a mother has given birth to her baby, and she only gives like she only gives breast milk to that baby for the first 6 months of the baby's life here on earth. Okay, so you don't give the baby anything else. You do not give the baby any food, even water. Yes, even water, nothing. You just, the baby only survives or only feeds on the breast milk for the period of 6 months. Now, when you do that, that means that that baby is exclusively breastfeeding. That baby is exclusively breastfeeding. That's what it means. But if you're breastfeeding the baby and sometimes you give the baby water, sometimes you give the baby some other food to eat, then you are not exclusively breastfeeding the baby in as much as you're breastfeeding. Now, someone might ask, so what happens after 6 months? After 6 months, we have something called weaning the baby. Now, weaning the baby does not mean you cut off breastfeeding from the baby and give the baby other food. No, it has to be a gradual process whereby you now start introducing other solid food, like other food to the baby, gently, as in gently and gently and gently, until the baby's system adopts to these other foods. In the meantime, you'll be introducing that food and you'll also be supplementing with breast milk. Okay, so the baby will still be breastfeeding, but at this point we don't say it's exclusive, because at this point, after 6 months, you can now introduce other kinds of food now to the baby, gently, 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 until the baby gets so used, the tummy, as in the stomach, the body of the baby gets used to now this other external food. Then maybe you can stop the exclusive, then maybe you can start considering stopping down the breastfeeding. Okay, yes, it takes time. Some people, it can take 2 years, takes 3 years. Some children actually get off breast milk by themselves at a period of even 1 year or even less. Some children are different. Okay, yes. All right, so guys, just give me a few minutes. Let me sort my baby. I can hear he's awake. I'll be right back. Just give me a few minutes. Okay. Sorry, guys. Sorry. We're back. I had to attend to the baby. So we need to do the video, and then now I can attend further to him. All right. So he's awake. He was napping. So where were we? So we're talking about the period of time babies dwell on breast milk. Some children can take 1 year. Some children can take 2 years, 3 years. It depends on a child. Okay, but breastfeeding your baby is very important, and if you can do exclusive breastfeeding, it's very, very advisable. Now, what are the benefits of exclusive breastfeeding? What are the benefits? That's the major topic that we're talking about today. What are the benefits? I'm going to leave you with like 3 or 4. Yes, there's so many other benefits, by the way, of exclusively breastfeeding your baby, but let me just leave you with 3 or 4 for this video. The first one, breast milk has every nutrient that a newborn baby needs, okay, for them to grow and develop well. Breast milk, it's natural, it has all the nutrients that a newborn baby needs. You don't need any supplements, nothing, just alone. Child is breastfeeding and the child survives on that breast milk, and the child is very healthy and is growing so well, and the only thing that child is eating is the breast milk, or the only thing the child is taking is a breast milk. It has all the nutrients that you need, that the baby needs, sorry, for them to grow and develop well. Okay, so I mean, if it has every nutrient in there, natural, that is a natural food that God has blessed us with as women, to be able to feed our babies. Natural. It has all the nutrients inside it, and the baby will grow well. So do not deny your child all those nutrients that breast milk carries. Let the child feed on that breast milk, okay? And let the child benefit from it, at least for the period of 6 months. Then now we can start weaning the baby, having other food that the baby can eat, and us, or as we still breastfeed the baby to a period of time that we are able to. All right, because you see, right now in today's world that we live in, unfortunately, we can't really depend on the real food that we eat here. At times, yes, some food comes from our farm, but they have been chemicalized, with chemicals, with all those things, it's not as it used to be before. All right. So, but breast milk will give you every nutrient that the baby needs. So why do we deny the baby those kind of nutrients? Number 2, bonding. You get to bond so dearly and so passionately with your baby through breastfeeding. When you're breastfeeding your baby, you guys get to bond a lot. So you do it even as you do the exclusive breastfeeding, it gets to encourage and it gets to build the bonding session between a mother and a child. That child really enjoys that bonding session. So do not deny your child. That's why you need to exclusively breastfeed them so that they can also bond with you. There are other ways to bond with a child, but breastfeeding your child is one of the best ways a mother can bond with a child. So imagine doing it for the period of 6 months exclusively. Wow. Your bond with that child will be so, so strong. Okay. Number 3, you discover that when a child has been exclusively breastfed, the chances of them getting sick most of the time will be so reduced. I'm not saying the child never gets sick. They might once in a while, but not as frequent as a child that has been introduced for food at an early age. Okay? But an exclusively breastfed child rarely gets sick, because breast milk helps to build the immune system of the baby. It helps to build the antibodies. Okay, so the child would rarely get sick. They'll always be mostly healthy. Once in a while they might fall sick, bacterial infections, all this fever, all these things, but rarely will they get sick because they are very healthy because of the breast milk that they have been taking, and exclusively. You don't want to deny your child that, right? Yes. And maybe to add on those points, it's cheaper to breastfeed your baby. You don't have to bother about formula milk and all those kind of food. It's way cheaper to breastfeed your baby. It's cheaper, and it's even as in it's less time consuming. That's what I wanted to say, because you don't have to start washing the plates of the baby, the cups, the spoons, and all those, disinfecting them and all that. Direct from the breast, direct from the breast to the baby. It's better, it's healthier, it's safer, it's less time consuming, it's cheaper. Yeah, like, it has a lot of benefits. Apart from all that, if God has blessed you with breast milk, why would you like to deny your child the breast milk when you are in a position to do so? Don't be scared. Some people get scared because they're told they may not have enough milk, or they think they don't have enough milk. As long as your breast is producing milk, trust me, that milk is enough for your baby. Okay, so just try it. When you start breastfeeding that baby, once your baby is born, start breastfeeding the baby. The more the demand, the more the supply. As the baby suckles on the nipple, on the breast, the breast starts producing even more milk. So don't be scared that you will not have enough milk for your baby. You will have. God has put that milk in there for enough for that baby. So start breastfeeding the baby and trust God to increase the supply so that the baby will keep eating and getting really full. Someone would ask me, as you're telling us this, you yourself, what do you do? I'm a mom of 3. My recent baby is the one I'm telling you was napping. Okay, by God's grace, I have been exclusively breastfeeding all my babies. By God's grace. I'm saying by God's grace because, trust me, it's not easy. It needs your time. It needs you to eat well. It needs you to rest well so that you can have enough milk for that. Your body can produce enough milk for the baby. If you don't eat well, you're not resting well, you're stressed and all of that, it can even affect your milk supply. Okay, and then also you being there to feed the baby, or some people actually express, it still takes your time. So by God's grace, it's not been easy, but God takes me through the journey successfully. And now we are on the 3rd baby. Okay, still exclusively breastfeeding by God's grace. So yes, I have done it, I've tested it, it is working, and it has worked. And that's why I believe it can work for you as well. You can exclusively breastfeed that baby. With my first child, my very first baby, I struggled with milk supply. The first 1 week of my baby, when my baby arrived, I didn't have milk. Let's just say that. Or rather, I had, but it was just tickling, like it was very, very little. And the hospital I went to insisted that I have to produce milk before they even discharge us from the hospital. It was stressful. It was stressful. But when I tried, I gave it my best. I ate well. I tried to rest well. I tried to relax. And to be honest with you, I incorporated prayers. I said praying to God. I told God, hey, you've given me this baby needs to eat, and I want to breastfeed my baby. I need milk. And God heard my prayer. And trust me, I had milk. I started having milk for this baby, but it took 1 week. The baby had to stay in the nursery to be monitored in the hospital. And for me, I was just in the hospital, of course, but they refused to discharge us. They said I must have milk. And by God's grace, I started having milk by day 5, started coming. But by the time it was 1 week, my baby was having enough milk to eat. Someone would ask, so the baby was staying hungry all that while? No. In the nursery, the baby was given formula. Until now, my baby body was able to produce enough milk to be able to feed the baby. So ever since then, I've never lacked milk for that baby. She had enough. She grew. We did exclusive from that moment up to when she was 6 months, and then still weaning. The same. Okay, my second baby as well exclusively was exclusively breastfeeding, but for her I had milk from the first day. And so with the third baby, I had milk from the first day. So if you're a first time mom, at times that first time might be hard, but do not give up. With time, let the baby just continue suckling on the nipple. With time, the milk will start increasing. The milk will start increasing, and you'll be able to feed your baby. Guys, I need to stop this video right here. I don't know if you guys can hear, my baby is really crying. He needs my attention. I may need to stop the video right here, but I think we've actually tackled the major things that we wanted to talk about. Hey, Lucky, thank you so much for joining in today's live. How are you? I am fine. I am fine. Just a little bit sleepy. I've had a busy morning, but I'm fine. I'm going to catch a nap just right after this and after attending to the baby. All right, thank you so much for joining in. Please leave your sweet comment in the comment section. Share the video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not yet done so. Thank you so much for those thumbs up. I really appreciate. Share and leave a comment, okay? Thank you. Let's meet tomorrow by God's grace. Same time, 1:30 p.m. I'm not so sure we'll be, oh, by the way, tomorrow might be a bit tricky. I have an out of the house meeting. I don't know if it will get into 1:30 p.m., but if it does, then we may have to meet on Thursday. If it doesn't, we will have to definitely have a video. And we have another interesting topic waiting for us, okay? So stay on, please. Do not go anywhere. Make sure you join me at 1:30 p.m. If you don't see me tomorrow 1:30 p.m., by God's grace, we'll be here on Thursday because I have an out of the house meeting tomorrow in the morning, okay? Thank you so much for joining in. Have a lovely afternoon. Enjoy your lunch break and take good care of yourself and those blessings that God has given to you. Bye for now.